Hey nerd family, and welcome back to another video. Well, that definitely happened quickly. Today we're talking about how CNN Plus has already been canceled. It's been less than 30 days. Before we get into that, I'm going to go ahead and roll the intro, and I'll see you back here in a second. Alright guys, welcome back. I hope everyone out there is staying safe and staying healthy. If you haven't already checked out thenerdcircle.com, make sure to head over there and check it out. You can also follow along on social media on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Nerd Circle. Sometimes we post some things over there if it's not quite time for video just yet, so if you don't want to miss out, make sure to follow along there. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel and you'd like to do so, make sure to go ahead and subscribe. Don't forget to turn that notification bell on so you get notified of any new videos to come out. And if you guys do like this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. It lets YouTube know who likes the videos and who to recommend them to next, so you definitely help us out. And we want to thank all the subscribers. If you are a new subscriber since the last video was posted, you will see your name scrolling across the bottom. We do want to thank all of you new subscribers. You're helping us to continue to grow. And over on this side, you will see your name scrolling there for all the subscribers. We want to thank all of our subscribers as you're helping us get to where we want to be. Our next milestone is 500 subscribers, and we're on our way there, so thanks again. So today, let's take a look here. We had made a video when CNN Plus had launched. Now, I'm pretty sure I had vaguely stated it, but just to put it out there, I'm not for or against CNN. I'm really not even that big into any of the news programs. I just wanted to cover it because it is a new streaming platform, and we cover streaming platforms here. So you could be for or against CNN. It doesn't hurt my feelings. But I just wanted to cover it since it was a new streaming service, and now that it's been canceled, we're going to go ahead and cover it again. Now, as I said, I'm not really big into the news services here, but it did look like CNN Plus was pretty promising. As we took a first look at it here, it's not going to look any different if you did see the other video, but it looks like it's set out pretty good to have a decent amount of content, both movies, TV series. They had a lot of originals go in. They're definitely keeping up on the things that are popular in media right now. So you can see all these different things here. And where I thought that it was going to be something big for them is the interview club. Some of you may like the idea of that interview club where you're really kind of involved, and it's like a live show where you can ask questions and get them answered by the hosts of the show. I did think that was a pretty good idea, and I thought that was kind of their bread and butter. Now, it's not saying that they're not going to continue the interview club, but as of now, the CNN Plus application is going to be ending here on April 30th, so depending on when you're watching this, it's only a few days from now. So it will end on April 30th of 2022. Was there anything you guys are really hoping to catch over here on CNN Plus? Depending on when you're watching this, you may only have a few days left. Hopefully you'll be able to catch it over on HBO Max, but time will tell. Alright, so with this in the next few days going to be leaving, so what I wanted to take a look at was I had mentioned that we could do some interview club questions in the coming months. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, but I want to take a peek into the interview club here. But for what it's worth, what I did want to tell you guys was that I did a practice question, and I submitted a question on one of their live shows, and basically what happened was they told me that my question was not submitted because it was too similar to another question. I kind of vaguely looked through and I didn't see any other question that was similar to the question that I had asked, so I think that they just didn't like my question. It didn't pass their stipulations, and I was going to make some future videos about it that are unfortunately not going to happen now, but I think that although it seems like a great concept that you can go up and ask these questions and get them answered live, I think that their moderators are probably really only putting questions out there that they would have asked themselves, so I don't know if it would have been as great of a idea as I thought it was. Now maybe, like I said, maybe they continue this over on HBO Max. I don't know. We're going to have to take a look at that and, keep our eye on it and maybe try it over there if they do still have the same type of offering. But as of right now, unfortunately, that is no longer going to be something we move forward with. Now, when you do come on the service, it does not appear as that there's any indication that they are ending. There's nothing that pops up and lets you know. I didn't get any emails from them saying it was going to be ending, but there's many articles out there, depending on your news resource of choice, that lets you know that they are ending. We can just kind of scroll through and take a look at some of them here. So we're not going to read through every article. We're just going to kind of show you where you can find them if you do feel like you want to read them. So you can find the article over on What to Watch. You can find it over on a TV Line. You can find it over on the New York Times. You can find it over on New York Post. You can find it over on Variety. Here it is over on Time. And here it is on CNN Business. So I'm sure there's other places you can find it, but that's just to kind of give you an idea. They're all very similar. They all have a few different things to say. We're going to go ahead and just kind of skim through it on CNN just to really get it from them themselves. So it's a pretty good article here, kind of going over a lot of different moving parts just to, kind of see what's going on here. But the gist of it, of course, if you want to read through this, you can either pause it or go find the article yourself. But the gist of it is basically that before the merger was complete, about 3 weeks or so before, they had started to really kind of ramp up this CNN Plus, and 2 weeks before the merger they had launched CNN Plus. But the executives over on the Discovery side that are basically taking care of the new Warner Brothers Discovery didn't really want CNN Plus, but I guess the other side did, so it had went through. I think it's very confusing for everybody involved, but they knew they didn't want it, and they pretty much pulled the plug as fast as they could after the merger had been completed. It wasn't even a full 30 days that we had CNN Plus before they had pulled the plug on it here. I'm sure it cost them more debt to kind of go through and make this thing happen to then just cancel it. So, I mean, it kind of sucks in that regard. I know it cost a lot of jobs, but it does say in here that they are, paying severances and things like that. So if that's something you guys are concerned about, I know it's not perfect, but they are trying to help out those employees that are unfortunately going to lose their jobs. And if you're really more concerned with what's going to happen with the CNN Plus content, if you were someone who was, for CNN Plus and really liked the idea of what they were bringing to the table, they did say that they want to try to work in as much of the CNN Plus content over on whatever the new HBO Max may be called, as much as they can. So we may still see some of those interview things coming over. We may see some of the other content that comes over to it. Time's really going to tell, but what they did say was that they really want to have as least confusion as possible for the consumers who are using the streaming services and not have a bunch of streaming services. They'd prefer to just have the one. So in the beginning, like I said, I thought it was kind of dumb that CNN had kind of pushed off and made their own streaming service when we have all these other streaming services. I thought it was kind of dumb, but then I had mentioned that if they're doing it to keep the cost down on the new HBO Max and try to still get some money for people that want to subscribe to CNN Plus, then okay, maybe it's worth it. And there was some merits of how they went about, offering the content on CNN Plus. But they want to just make it easier for all the consumers and just have one dedicated application for all their media in one place. So I still think that that's the best idea. But for the people who think we're going to lose some of the CNN Plus content, hopefully we won't lose what the good stuff was. Hopefully we'll be able to still keep that in HBO Max. Unfortunately, there's nothing that really says exactly what's going to happen yet. These articles just kind of tell you what's happening so far. But they want to try to keep everything under one roof. So who knows exactly what that means as far as what the cost is going to be for the new HBO Max, keeping the CNN Plus stuff in there. We're just going to have to, definitely keep our eyes on it and kind of see how it goes. What I do want to do is I want to head back over to CNN Plus here for just a moment. I also wanted to take a quick look at my watch list. Since I'm not really huge into CNN, I really don't care, but I had built up this watch list that I had intentions of watching some of these programs here while I was testing out the service for however many months I decided to keep it for. And unfortunately, with the service going away in the next couple days, I don't know if I'm going to be able to watch these. I'm going to hope that they put these over on HBO Max, and if I ever decide I want to check them out, I will. So this is just going to be my little way of remembering what I had over here on my watch list, and I'll take a look at it in the future and see if we can find these over on HBO Max. So there you have it, guys. Love it or hate it. You know, if you're a fan of CNN or not, CNN Plus is no longer going to be a thing, at least not a standalone option. Maybe it'll still stick around as some kind of sub-content over on HBO Max, but only time will tell, and we'll definitely keep our eye on it there. Let me know your thoughts down below. Are you disappointed to see CNN Plus leave so soon? Was it something you were excited about, or could you care less? I know there's a lot of people that think CNN Plus is not the right media source. Like I said, I could go either way. I really don't care. I just wanted to cover it because it was one of the new streaming platforms. So let me know your thoughts down below. And so now this is going to leave Fox Nation as currently the only paid subscription for news. Let me know your thoughts on that down below. But alright guys, that's all I got for you here in this one. There's definitely a lot of other things to come, so make sure to keep your eyes out on any future videos. Please make sure to share this video across any social media platform that you like. If you did like this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. It definitely helps us out as it lets YouTube know who likes the videos and who to recommend them to next. If there's anything I forgot to mention, I'll leave it in the description down below. If there's anything you noticed that I forgot, please make sure to leave it in the comments down below. And if you haven't subscribed and you'd like to do so, please make sure to go ahead and subscribe. Don't forget to ring that bell so you get notified of any new videos to come out. And you can also follow the links on the screen to the older videos. And until next time, guys, stay nerdy.